What's up, guys? Kelsey, Charles, and Megan Murray here, and you are listening or watching to Girls Talkin Boys in partnership with SB Nation, as always, on this very fine Victory Monday. Megan, cheers to that. Hello. Wow. We did it.
How about them Cowboys, baby? Let's go! Oh,
I am
waiting for this one.
literally. Normally, I'm all about the little Victory Mondays. This is a real one. This is
a big Victory Monday.
A
big
drill.
One.
I could not be more thrilled to be here. I have to say, I'm glad you're here with me, celebrating this. And if you're watching, we very obviously recorded this on Sunday, which is why we are full beveragino deep
and vibing.
Yeah, baby. Yo, I mean, how you feeling? Because
I feel good, man. Woo! I feel good. Like I haven't felt this way in a minute.
It's been a minute, my friend. It's been a minute.
I don't know. Like I don't know about you, but like just like overarchingly through the game, I was like, oh wow, we're doing things, and then they would do stuff, and I was like, yeah, that seems right.
Yeah.
And like I wasn't even mad. I was like, oh yeah, this should kill us. So like they can get a touchdown here or there, and then look at us. Look at us.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Not me.
Not me either.
I genuinely, and if you guys listen to our show regularly, we were joking this past week on our Friday episode.
Were we joking?
We were not joking about how the murder was going to go down, because I just don't have a ton of confidence in this team. And that's not that I don't love them. I just haven't had a reason to be full force. Like, they're doing it. Like, nope, forget it. Like, we got it in the bag. Like, I feel good about this.
Yeah.
I just, for obvious reasons, you know, like if you watch the broadcast, the stats, they were like, this is the first time in 6 games that the Cowboys have scored in the first quarter. And I'm like, right? And then it's like they've had 4 quarterbacks and 6 different rotations of O-line, and like, and I'm like, listen, it's minutia. Like, stop it.
Pause for a second. Like, that was so rude when they did that one pan out where they did like all 4 quarterbacks, and they had the Dak picture. I was like, what? Are you trying to make me cry?
Literally. I mean, it's just, it was awful. I
was so mad, but then I was like, it's fine because we're winning, I guess. But
I'm not going to come down off of this, and I don't care for the entire week. Okay? Just so we're abundantly clear.
Flexing on my entire family for an entire week.
Oh, dude, I forgot. Because, okay, so we went on a walk on this morning, Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And to go get coffee, and you and your sister Erin were talking about how your family was like already sending you snap or like videos and like taunting you. Like, how did that go down?
Snapchat group, and my cousin Mike this morning or Sunday morning before the game sent a Snapchat to the entire family group that was like, go Vikings, beat the Cowboys, and like turn it to his like cute little kids, and like they were like, oh yeah, go Vikings. And I was like, I'm not even gonna say anything at this point, because I was like, I don't feel good about this. So I was like, I can't even talk trash to this child and my cousin at the same time. I just kind of let it go.
Yeah.
And I was like, whatever. And then, of course, once the game was over, my sister and I sent a selfie, and we were like, we just like made sure our stars were showing. We were like, yeah, go boys.
What?
It's been crickets since then. I wonder why.
I mean, I can't imagine that the Vikings faithful went into this game thinking this would happen, as I don't believe
As they shouldn't.
No, yeah, like
we shouldn't have felt good going into it, and they should have felt awesome. And it makes me so happy that it was reversed.
My, how the turntables.
Right. My, how the turntables.
So let's break down this 31-28 Cowboys victory. The first one in a really, really hot minute, and bless up for that. We'll just mainly bless up for the victory, because I want to get your thoughts just on some big moments and key moments and big takeaways from the game. I just felt like there was just so many things that kind of came together. And sure, obviously we could have done better, but at the same time, we stacked little
victories. I don't know, man. Like,
I was overall pleased. How's that?
Oh, I'm pleased as a peach. I am ecstatic. I'm so proud of my sons. Look at them go.
So
they really adapted to such a weird, funky situation.
They did.
I was so proud of them.
They did. So going into the game, a big storyline was obviously the two rookie wide receivers, right? Justin Jefferson.
Love Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys don't know, Meg's an LSU fan, and so that was a very obvious, like, heartstrings moment for you, like having to, like, kind of cheer against him. Like, it was, like, kind of ish.
Look, it's always one of those things where you're like, if you have a guy on another team that if it's your fantasy guy or whatever, it doesn't matter. There's always someone that you're like, I really hope this guy does good, but everyone else sucks.
Right.
So that's where I was with Justin Jefferson.
So those, between him and CeeDee, they both, man, like, for just in general, CeeDee's catch alone, and we'll talk about that in a second, but they both had a nice game. I have to, again, like, just going full basic stat line, like, Justin Jefferson looks a little bit better on paper, but, like, are you kidding me with that catch? CeeDee mother freaking lamb. Oh my God. That was the most 88.
I've never been more turned on watching football in my life.
Literally that. Like, I was like, I'm sorry. He was like, literally, if you look at the actual screenshot, he's freaking basically horizontal. He's basically horizontal. I have no idea how that man, it must be the jersey. It's the most 88 thing I have seen in a minute.
Okay,
it was so
when you
great.
tweeted that, I was like, yes, Kelsey. It is the most 88. That was 88 powers right there. That was like, yeah,
that's literally,
that's why he's 88.
It literally was like, because I think we all know, everyone who knows anything about Meg and I know that we are big Des Bryant fans, right? Which he had a good game, relatively speaking. He led the wide receivers for the Ravens, which they did not seem like they did well. I didn't watch the rest of their game, but anyways, I was like pumped for him.
You don't cover them, so who cares?
Yeah, like whatever.
All I know is Des did good. So.
Yeah, Des did better than the other ones. Speaking, so I just, it's been a minute since we've been able to celebrate something like that, like just like this pure, raw,
or anything,
unbridled talent. And I think that in general, or anything. I know it was kind of a tough pill for us to swallow when Jerry went ahead and gave CeeDee 88. And I was like, man, like, I get it, but I don't, but I get it. But I just, those are some big shoes to fill, man. And if this kid hasn't come out and just been a hit off the bat and made that first round pick worth it, like, obviously, so I saw someone joking on Twitter, like Chason couldn't have caught that. It would have been great to have a defensive player, but just what CeeDee Lamb's been able to do this year alone.
No regrets.
None. I mean, how could you? The kid's electric. And
even when we were struggling in the beginning, I was like, I just see so much in this kid. Like, he has such a big upside.
Right.
So, yeah.
I mean, that catch in general was just so next level. I can't even pretend to put it into words. And on top of it, like, I've said this before, I imagine that the strength team is working with him on kind of building him up a little bit. Like, he's a rookie, right? And he probably will end up beefing up a little bit, I would imagine. That's just kind of how it works in this league. He was getting bodied. And there was this one throw, like Andy Dalton, like led him too far. And I was like, you're going to kill him. No, like, chill out.
Okay. I think this was in the first quarter. Maybe. But when he caught the ball and then, like, he was still up. So, like, yes, it is fair to attack him. But, like, it took 4 people.
Yeah.
I was like.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
first of all, don't kill him, please. But also, okay.
I was so impressed with his resiliency and just the way that he's really stepped up and played like not a rookie. I mean, I wouldn't look at him and be like, fresh draft pick. Not at all. And it's been so cool to see. And I'm so pumped for him to be able to just have had these moments. I have to say, it's a little bittersweet for me because just imagine what he'd be doing if it was actually him and Dak. Like, come on, like 2020.
Okay, but
fine.
To be fair, this was kind of my point. Like, what was it last week that we were talking? Was it last week? It was after our last game that we were talking about this. And I said, I am not Team Tank specifically for this reason. And it's because I want to see this offense develop and groove and start to like feel good together.
Yeah.
Even without Dak. Like, Dak is going to be like the magic, like spark, and he's going to like make this team so much better. But like, why not be good in the meantime? If you can get good and you can feel like, if you can get a rookie to feel like so empowered and like feeling confident on the field, why not do that? Why are we tanking?
I mean, I'm with you. Like, I was, I understand.
I love a draft position, but like, why?
Sure, of course.
Try.
I'm definitely not going to turn down a high draft pick. I'm not tanking for Trevor unless someone comes down the line. I'm not ready to have that argument. Anyways, because I love Dak. But to your point, like, yeah, like, I think that's fair. Like, I think that's important. And I think that they're starting to be able to do that, and they are able to do that and kind of get these growing pains out of the way. I had a conversation with Michael Gallup this past week on the other show, and he was kind of talking.
Oh, watch it if you haven't. It was great.
Oh, thank you. I love you so much.
All right, night on Dallas Cowboys app. Go do it.
Cheers. But I was asking him, I was like, what is it like? Obviously, despite Dak being down, right? Like, that's, a big deal. But what's it like for you to be able to be a part of such a high-powered offense for, all things considered? And, he was like, it's funny because it's so unique, and we have this like really great bond. But he was talking about CeeDee and his growing pains and how, he's had a rough game or two. Was it the Washington game where it was really tough for him? Was it that game?
Yeah, you fumbled a few times, or he like bobbled the ball a bit. Yeah.
And Gallup asked him on the sideline. He was like, hey, he's like, real talk, have you ever like had a bad game in your entire career? And CeeDee like literally looked at him and was like, no, this is it. This is my first time this game here having a bad game. And again, I just think that in itself, Meg, kind of furthers your point a little bit more because he's getting it out of his system right now. He's going through those growing pains. Like, obviously, everything's kind of gone to shit this year. Go ahead and put the E on here, RJ. Bad words. But
I'll say
true. Yeah.
I'm pumped too, so.
But it's true, you know, and especially like this division, like it's so garbage. Like we win a game for the first time in how many games, and we're back in the running for, you know, first place potentially. Like it's, you know, Washington doesn't even play a game this past week. The Eagles lose, and they're is it Washington? Oh, the Giants. The Giants are half a game out from first place. Like, you don't have to do anything to compete. Okay. So like, all of that considered, if you have to play devil's advocate and you're in the worst possible case scenario, which I don't imagine, and I'm not even going to say that, but like, it can't get too much worse. Knock on wood. Knock on this wood too.
If it does, you're just getting a like draft position,
right,
at this point.
But
so why not get frisky? Let's go.
Yeah, like I'm with you. Like let's go. I do have to say though, so obviously he stood out to me. I mean, CD is amazing. Like I was so pumped for him on that. That was a big thing for me. One of the other things that kind of stood out to me though, like outside of plays in general, the Vikings didn't have any fans. And they didn't even have like they didn't even have like pretend fans. And they didn't even play like pump like crowd noise in. So like it was
they did do the horn. I heard.
I did hear that.
I did hear the horn, but like it didn't do anything. It's what's the horn without the screaming people behind it, you know?
Yeah, like it was very, very anticlimactic. Like Coop had that nice reception, and I was like kind of like waiting for anything, like something.
I was hearing some like booze pumped in, and I was like,
oh, come on, man.
Whatever.
Like that's some weak sauce. So anyways,
fake boo me all you want. Fake boo me all you want.
Fake boo me, beesh. All right, so CeeDee Lamb gets my number 1 star. Let's just go ahead and name 5 stars for the sake of it, because it feels like this is a game we're going to give out some awards. So that was our first star. Do you agree that CD gets the number 1 in this game?
100%. Okay.
I don't know about you, but I feel like I got to give my man TP, Tony Pollard, the number.
T-Pizzle with the T-Dizzle, baby. Let's go.
Wow. 42-yard run. I mean, are you serious, Clark? That was so electric. He was out there looking like, you know, RB1 at times. Like I was just, it was exactly the type of play that he is capable of, and that this team has touted him for, and calling him like the secret weapon. We talked a lot about him in training camp and how they were going to utilize him, and like, you know, it was kind of like a running back by committee situation, or like special cases with him, and you might see him more like in a receiving role at times, and Zeke too. But this is the type of value that having a guy like this on your team should and could and will add. And it was so freaking cool to see that actually come to fruition.
Yeah. I mean, it was almost to a fault that we talked about him so much, because the beginning of the year was not to his favor, but like, this is exactly where he's supposed to be in this offense. Like, he really showed his place. I don't know if it was just getting in the groove for him, or if it was the way in which Kellen designed this offense these last couple games, but he's really like been able to excel and like play to his strengths, and it's been awesome. I literally was jumping on top of Chelsea and Mitch's couch, and I felt a little bit bad, but not really. I was like, this is your nice couch, but yes.
These are back-to-back games. I'm glad that you brought up Kellen, that I feel like Kellen Moore. We're going to go ahead and give Kellen Moore the 3rd star. He might be getting my third star today. Yeah, I think so. Maybe. I think. Yeah. These are back-to-back games where I feel like Kellen Moore has come in and truly had a really solid game plan, and it worked. He had to be a little more innovative with the Steelers for obvious reasons because of the personnel that we were playing with. But I just was so impressed by his play calling and what he brought to the table. It felt like there was alignment. It felt like he was moving pieces around. And, I felt really good about the offensive product that we put out there. And,
Same.
it felt like
he was getting around the field too. It wasn't just like, yes, CD had a day, but like you were able to utilize Zeke. You were able to utilize Tony Pollard. You were able to utilize Amari Cooper. Like, yes, let's go. And Dalton Schultz. We saw it all, baby. It was all there.
It was awesome.
That's exciting. Everyone got involved.
He got 1, 2,
it was organic too. Ooh.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he had 8 different targets, receiving targets. He's on the stat sheet himself from that one ball that got batted and like hit off someone. It was like almost like a weird like butt fumble situation where it like ricocheted like twice off of players. And Andy,
yes,
you lost 3 yards. Come on, man, on your own reception. Like, what are you doing? That's very counterproductive of you. Either way, you're right, Meg. And the fact that he got so many different players and pieces involved, and I think it was just a really well-balanced offensive attack.
Played to his strength.
Yes. It was very...
we were unsure of what that was.
It was good. I felt
good about him.
It was very veteran bus drivey, and I felt good about it. Like, I was like, okay, like, this is going to silence the people. And Garrett Gilbert is a great story, and was so pumped for him and the performance that he had. But this is exactly why it makes sense to have a guy like Andy Dalton. And again, like, he still leaves things to be desired. That's fine. He's like 100 years old. And like, I'm fine with.
He's not 100 years old.
He's fine. He's like my age, I'm sure.
We might be older than him.
Don't say those things. I looked up Alshon. Speaking of that, I was gonna make a joke about someone being a million.
I'm looking this up. Go ahead, keep talking.
Alshon Jeffrey. I was like, how old is he? Like, who's been playing longer in the league? Like Frank Gore or Alshon Jeffrey? And then I was like, oh, he's 30. I'm the same age. Cool. Like, it's fine. Anyways, got another pin. Yeah, no. So so we'll give the
He's
first.
33. He's 3 years older than you.
Well, he probably has gray hairs. No, he doesn't. Do you think
They're red, baby.
Do redheads get gray hair?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Everyone gets gray hair.
Is it like does their gray hair turn strawberry blonde?
I mean, I don't know. There's got to be someone to send me a picture of an old redhead, please.
Don't send that to me. You guys can send all your old redhead. Everyone tweet Megan your old redheaded people. We need all the old redheaded grandpas.
I assume they all turn red. You're the one who's saying they turn strawberry blonde all of a sudden.
Murray's DM at Meg Murray with 4 R's. She needs this. All right. So CD Lamb gets our first star. The second was going to be TP. Put some respect on his name. We'll give Kellen
finally put some respect on that name.
Put some respect on that name. Kellen Moore is our third. Who do you want to go with fourth? Because I have a couple ideas, and I think
Donovan Wilson. Wow. Sorry, I couldn't wait any longer. I must profess my love.
When we talked about murder on Friday, we were expecting the Dallas Cowboys to be the recipients of said attack.
Murder.
But in actuality, it was Donovan Wilson with the rope in the kitchen.
From the top. From the top rope.
Today. That hit, dude. I was like, do I celebrate this? Like, did I just watch a soul leave a body? Like,
I watched a couple of souls leave some bodies today.
I was just like,
not on my end.
Do I pray? Do I get like, because I feel guilty for freaking out in a good way over this. This wasn't just a big boy type of game, like rough and tumble. Like, it was like very borderline rugby, if you will. I mean, it was just old school football, it felt like.
And I'll give a side shout out to D-Law. Because I feel like they both played off of each other so well. I feel like D-Law put Donovan Wilson in a lot of situations to make explosive plays. And you have to give him that for that. Because, like, he loves to be the star, but, like, he literally let things get set up. Like, you can't not acknowledge the man, too.
Right.
So, a little D-Law love and a lot of Donovan Wilson love, because hot damn, he knocked some people out.
I was impressed. I was so impressed with him, and just how disruptive he was. I also have to give some kudos to LVE. Yo.
That one hit, I know that they scored the following drive, but
still, I mean, that, I was like, that was some backwoods, like,
that's some Idaho boy potato shit. Like, that was potatoes and gravy. He put some gravy on that. He said, "Let's go,
Maddie. What you feed that man?" Like, unbelievable. He drove. It was like, it literally.
Yeah. He hit that. He saw him coming up that lane. He was like, "I'm gonna stand back here," and he goes, "Oh, you're trying to come through here?" Nope. And Dalvin was like, "Usually I can just boss my way through this. So, like, I'm gonna try." And then he was like,
"Not today." It was incredible, and it was so fun to watch. And like you said, obviously he scored on the next play, but like Antoine Woods was like right there too, like our guy 99.
The stand account. 99. Let's go.
But yeah, that was freaking fun to watch. Like, just the fact that, like, in general, like, there was times where they just did a good job of, like, collapsing the pocket and not giving Kirk Cousins a ton of time, you know, at the beginning too, where they forced that turnover as well. I mean, I just was I was impressed. I was pumped. It was good to see them do their job and, like, show up, and, like, they were having, like, stops, and I was like,
do their job.
It was fun.
I would really, like, simply just like to ask Kirk Cousins, like, how you like that?
You like that?
Do you like that? Do you like that? Did you enjoy yourself today?
Yes.
Do you like that?
Pretty much. Like,
Donovan Wilson like that.
It was very fantastic, and very fun to watch this defense play. And I mean, again, like, there were some really special flashes and moments that I feel like I felt like Jalen kind of had you know.
Okay, so I was actually having that conversation, and I was like, he's honestly just kind of quietly doing his job this game. Like, he had a couple, like, flubs.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like, I feel like everyone's just kind of staring at him and just seeing if he's going to do something stupid. So I don't think he did anything that was, like, detrimental, or he really avoided a lot of like penalties. There were times when he missed things, but it was just like, that's whatever. Everyone has their eyes on him. And so I kind of feel a little bad for the guy.
I do too.
But
a little bit.
A little bit. I mean, you asked for it. But
yeah,
now you have it, and I don't think you like it.
So we'll go ahead and give Donovan Wilson and the defense the other star. How about that? Yeah. They get number 4 on the list. Sorry, I'm writing this down because I'm gonna like you know me, like I have like selective amnesia and whatever and whatnot, and so that's our 4 star. So right now we've got CD, T Pizzle, Kellen. We got to figure out a better name for him. Kellen the God. Actually,
don't call him Kellen the God.
So on the same line of me telling stories from the other interviews and people I talked to this past week, Nate Burleson, I also spoke with him, and he was talking about how Kellen Moore is like very unassuming, and I guess he used to call him like the librarian. And I was like, that's funny, because when I worked for the team, I legit saw him on the sidelines, like warming up in pregame one day when he was a quarterback for us. And I was dating an equipment manager at the time, and I was legitimately like, who is this equipment manager, this new equipment manager on the field? Like, I was just being a full douche.
No, I remember that.
And I was like, I'm sorry, like you're gonna get like my boyfriend in trouble because you're out here like messing around, Mr. Equipment Manager, like on the field. And like Christy Scales, I was like, who is this? And she was like, it's Kellen Moore. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Anyways, I digress. But it was Nate alluded to the fact that like he's just a very, very smart football mind, and there's a reason why he's come up through the ranks so quickly, and it's not just because of the pedigree of these people in the industry that have stood up for him. It's for right reasons. So it's at least cool to see him string together a few solid games. How's that? We're not gonna lose our shit off of just 2 games, but like maybe we will.
But like the way you're adapting,
right?
Good for you.
All right, so we're happy with the defensive performance overall. That feels good. I think if I had to go ahead, I'm trying to figure out between like Dalton Schultz and Ezekiel Elliott, like who I want to give it to, because I just feel like in general, and I have some honorary mentions that I gotta give some shouts out to as well. I can't decide between the Dalton Schultz and Ezekiel Elliott. I feel like if I had to, I might have to go ahead and give it to Dalton. I feel like I just have been so impressed with him. And there was kind of like a busted cover situation where the guy like switched him. It was CD, and like Dalton was like wide open in the end zone, and guys like a touchdown. And like, I'm just really pumped for what he's been able to put together this entire season. And I think it's going to make it really difficult on these coaches next year with the return of, Jarwin to, I think obviously we know who the number 1 is, but at the same time, like Schultz has stepped the hell up and has given this team a reason to believe and also rely on him. And he's been able to deliver, and that's been really freaking fun to see. I've just been really impressed with what he's been able to pull together. And
I just specifically remember someone saying at the beginning of the year, Dalton Schultz, we don't know anything about him, but he's not good. And I was like, oh, okay. And then the next game, I'm like 2 games later, I'm hearing someone call him Dalton, the scoring machine Schultz. So if that's not a ringing endorsement for the mans.
It's funny that you say that, because I mean, he only has 2 touchdowns, like whatever, but like still, like, I just feel like he's shown up, and not the touchdowns are, like touchdowns aren't your only measuring stick, obviously, but like if I have to go ahead and give a star to someone who had a performance that I feel like deserved recognition, I feel like it's him. You know, Ezekiel Elliott just got paid bukus. You expect a solid, if not stellar performance from that man every single time. And that's not me taking a hit on him because like I love Zeke and I think that he's, you know, I've been worried about him like just from this past year. And, you know, he's kind of unfortunately been leading the league in his position group in some of all the wrong categories, which isn't fun. But I ultimately, even with all that happening, I still have faith that he is one of the best at his position. There was actually like some commentary today during the Browns game. I think one of the announcers said that Chubb and Hunt were the best running backs that the Eagles have faced all season. And I was like, whoa. I mean, like, obviously they're amazing, but like, it was like blatant disrespect about like on Zeke's. I was just like, come on, man. Like, really?
But that's okay. This is why, like, yes, I agree with you giving Schultz your star, but my 5th star does go to Ezekiel Elliott just because this was his, I feel like it was his comeback game. Like, I feel like he righted his ship a little bit.
Yeah.
And I look forward to more performances like this one from him. I feel like he did have a rough beginning of the season, and when he's asked about like why he's having such a hard time, he's like, it falls on no one else but me. And this felt like a game where it'd be easy to just kind of like let him fall to the back, but they did utilize him. They did push him forward. They gave him the plays. Like, he made big ones too. And like, he kind of rose to the challenge and he didn't fumble. He didn't do anything crazy. And it was just like kind of riding the ship for him. And I hope that this momentum that he built on this game goes forward. And that's why I pick him for my 5th star. I do respect Dalton Schultz as a also 5th star. Schultzy.
Unrelated. Big Schultzy. Unrelated.
Dalton, the scoring machine Schultz. I still can't remember who said that, but like it was a great moment for me this season.
I remember this tweet and you were like, because I remember you were like driving to your parents' house or driving back or one of the.
No, I was driving to Ashley's.
Oh.
To watch the game.
Yeah.
It was not even very far. It was like a little jaunt down the street.
Yeah, that's funny.
And he did some things while I was on my way.
A semi-related sidebar to Dalton Schultz. So Dalton and his wife are from California, and her family like has some mean Mexican cooking, right? And like coming from California to Dallas, he has just had a hard time finding tacos apparently. So I
can't relate.
Recommended. Well, this is very much in part thanks to you. I recommended Tacos La Banqueta. And
one of my absolute favorite places ever.
The mind was blown. His wife like messaged me and she's like, and then he messaged me, he goes, bomb.
So if you need some bomb tacos in Dallas, go to Tacos La Banqueta. It is the fucking best. Sorry.
We're not saying that we fueled the tight end.
It's the effing best.
But we might have fueled the tight end for this game. So you're welcome, people.
Get your game day fuel. Go to Tacos La Banqueta.
For the
later.
Literally, I can't. Their street tacos are so amazing. It's
absurd. They're so good.
Let's go there tomorrow, actually.
Sounds good to me.
We might need it.
I'll never say no to that. So
that feels like big Victory Monday energy. It's like tacos.
Yeah.
Taco Monday. Like we don't need to. We're not trying to go full LeBron and go Taco Tuesday. We need Taco Monday.
Taco Monday.
I have some honorary stars to give out though. Let me just say this. I think I have to give some honorary stars to Zachy Martz for being the GD GOAT, the goatiest of goat things, coming in and switching to right tackle. The Terrence Steele experiment is over. Bless the fuck up. Are we saying fuck on this show now?
I already said it, so go for it.
Very sorry, RJ. We will not say this word again in our next show, maybe. I'm sorry, Terrence. That is genuinely not a hit on you. It just means that I think that at the end of the day,
you weren't ready. It's fine.
I just think the coaching staff did not set him up for success. And I think that there's a lot of things that went into that. And I think coupled with the other pockets of uncertainty on the line, it just was not a recipe for success. And I think that's an important position to shore up. And I think you have guys like McGovern that can come in like they did. And then the Looney, it made a lot more sense to me.
Today.
That Tony Pollard run, if you didn't see Connor McGovern in there blocking, and also with Zeke too, I think it was one of the Zeke, there's a nice little Zeke run where like
one of the many.
It was just like such like a clean, the sea.
Parting of the seas.
Parting of the seas. It was just.
You can't see us, then we're doing a weird motion and it's fine.
We're breaststroking.
A little breaststroke through the line there.
The quality content that you get for watching this on video, that. I was just so impressed, and I was really pumped for McGovern to be in the mix again, and like I just think that it worked. And
both Connors on the line.
Connor.
Two Connors, one line. I might have said that.
A new series. Sick. Anyways, apparently, did I say this? I need to ask you this, by the way. Did I say? Maybe I'll ask you offline. I'll ask you offline.
Okay.
That I shouldn't have said. There was like kind of like I must have been drinking. But I was like, I didn't say that. There's no way I said that. And he was like, no, you said that. And I was like, I don't think so. Anyways. God bless.
Just for the sake of not saying it again, we'll discuss this.
Yeah. So anyways, I have to give props to Zach Martin. I think that was a thing that a lot of people were calling for a while.
Honestly, the whole line, but like, yeah, Zach is always the leader. So.
Right. So I was very excited for that. I thought that was like really solid. And Dave Hellman tweeted out, he was like, wouldn't it be awesome if he played the remainder of the season and then made it into the Pro Bowl at a different position? I was like, that would be just sweet poetry, wouldn't it? Like, wouldn't that be fantastic?
Honestly, that's the most Zach Martin thing that could happen.
Which
he's just that good.
Yeah. That would be really freaking cool. Yeah. It'd be really freaking cool. I would love that journey for him.
He's got my vote.
Yeah. We should just make that happen. Let's actually let's start petitioning. Let's actually make that happen, America.
Why not? We're all bored. Let's do something weird.
Let's get weird. It's 2020. Let's
get weird. Let's get weird.
They're probably canceling the Pro Bowl or something like crazy like that anyways. Like, whatever. I don't know that by any means.
Like they have to be.
I just I don't know. Either way, I hope he gets the accolade. And we the people have the power to make. I have my
order to form a more perfect union of offensive linemen.
Amen. For liberty and justice for all. Anyways, yeah. So he gets my honorary, and because I just, those guys are such unsung heroes. He especially, and he's just such a boss, and so.
When there's a game where you're not like talking about them, that means they're doing a good job.
Yeah.
So Here we are. They were stressing me out, therefore, on point.
Yeah, therefore on points. So despite all of it, Dalvin Cook still had himself a nice little game. He's leading the league still with touchdowns, 14. But he didn't have as good of a game as I thought. I was really worried because, again, like they talk a lot about how Cleveland's run game is similar to the Vikings. And so I was like, great. And they actually have Chubb's amazing, Hunt, obviously. But, like, Dalvin Cook is leading the league right now, like the guy. And I was just terrified. Yeah. But they were able to hold him to, he's still a 115-yard game and a touchdown. But, like, still, like, on 27 carries, like, that ain't bad. So I was feeling pretty good about what we came away with this game. And like you said, yeah.
I'm shook it.
I am too, man. Like, I'm going to bask in this for a minute. Like, I'm not even going to shower all week, I don't think. Like, I'm just going to, like, this is the...
Is that different than normal?
Wow!
Look, everyone's hair looks better when they don't shower. Sorry.
I'm just, like, I'm playing with my hair a lot, too. Because I'm not very good at the whole, like, dirty hair game.
Mine's clean, so that's why it's bothering me right now.
This is day 2. Yeah. Day 2. So anyways, all right. So are there any other final thoughts that you have about the Vikings game before our mean boss RJ makes us make predictions, or at least have a thought about the Washington?
Oh, I'm supposed to think about another game?
Apparently.
Well,
no, are you going to the game?
No. It was a thought. We do have tickets, but we are giving them away. It just doesn't make sense to go. My parents are high risk, and I want nothing more than to keep them safe. So therefore, we are not going to the game.
Preach.
We did think about doing a whole like parking lot tailgate thing, but even then it's just, better to, I'm not even going to like see them in close quarters. I'm seeing them like distantly in a yard. So, next year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone stay safe until then. In the meantime, my other thoughts on this game, let me see. I wrote down a few things, but I think we might have covered them. Wow, I think we hit everything that I thought about. Oh wait, I did say earlier we were talking about Jalen Smith, and like how he hasn't been doing amazingly, but we did fail to mention he is part of the while D-Law is the reason that they got that ball, he pushed the ball forward all the way to the 48. So shouts out to Jalen for being a playmaker today.
You know what? Jalen.
Everyone gives him crap all day, but
Jalen gets a little victory treatment. Okay. So
yeah,
that's where we're going to go with that. Cause I don't ever want to be in a position where I like totally just shit on a player. Cause I don't want to be that guy. Cause bless up.
Well, he did good today. I completely forgot about that part.
Yeah.
I wrote it down, but I didn't look at it until now.
Yeah.
Here we are. So, shouts out, Jalen. You did some things.
You did some things.
You didn't get a ton of penalties. So.
Yay. Snaps for Jalen. All right, Meg. So let me ask you this. Wow. The entire NFC East. Each team has 3 wins. We're doing well, guys. We're doing well. It's great. Things are going well.
No.
The rule of thirds. What does that apply to again? I'm in school. I should know this.
People dying.
I don't
right?
think So.
It comes in threes. Like whenever like famous people die, it usually comes in threes.
Well, maybe we should think of a less morbid approach.
That's the one I'm thinking of when you say such things. So if you want to have a positive one, then you come ready with it.
I was thinking of compositions of photography. That's why I said rule of thirds. But you're like trying to kill off our team.
I don't even like taking pictures of myself, so
can't relate.
I don't know.
Me either.
I think the last. That's cute.
I don't do those things. Follow me at Hey, I'm Kelsey Charles. Or, hey,
yeah, follow her. Don't follow me because I don't post anything ever.
It's Hey, Kelsey Charles, just so we're clear.
Yeah, mine's nothing important. So bye.
It's at Meg Murray. Megan E. Meg
It's
E.
actually not.
Meg E. Liz Murray. Megan E.
That's
Liz
not. That's not it either.
Oh, well, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna just tweet about it. That's what we'll figure it out. It's an iteration of your name.
It is.
So,
I should really switch it to match my Twitter, but I haven't gotten there yet.
You should. I tried to do that with my Twitter too.
I should probably do that before we post it, just in case someone gets a bright idea to steal that too.
Dude, that's what happened to me. There's a Kelsey_Charles on Instagram, and she doesn't even use it. And I'm like, are you a real person?
Talk about the Meg Murray on Twitter, who doesn't even have that last name anymore.
You don't need it.
Give it to me.
Anyways,
You know her.
Yeah, at both of these people because they tripping. Like, figure your lives out.
You
We
freaking
need it more than you do. Okay.
yeah.
Ma'am.
Like I'm not that important, but like I just want it. Okay, and it's not your last name anymore, so give it to me.
Same. Yes to all of that. So the NFC East is a snooze fest. Because they are. It's ridiculous.
Her yawning ass right now.
I don't know what it is. It's really embarrassing, actually. Like when I say, I think it's got to be a mental thing. When I put my like lights on, this happens like whenever I do any sort of show. I just start yawning like crazy. I don't know what the deal is. Anyways,
well, I can't go to sleep anytime soon because FC Dallas is currently playing. This is Sunday night, and they have been playing for 30 minutes, and it's a playoff game. So, I must watch.
Oh no, well, I'll excuse you from that if you need.
It's on in the background, so We're good.
So all teams have 3 wins, and the Eagles obviously lost to the Browns today. Washington beat the Bengals, which isn't saying much because they murdered our favorite rookie quarterback son.
So if we were talking about doing a murder, it's every LSU fan is going to do a murder on all of the Washington football team. So therefore we won't have to play them on Thursday. So, here we go.
Actually, how about you guys do that? How about LSU Nation, all you Swamp Kitty, Tyga Kitties, come through. You guys just drive up to Dallas. It's this real easy. We do this.
I don't think my heart has fell through my butt faster than when I got a text that said, ugh, Joe's knee. And I was like, Joe's knee? And I was driving and I look at my sister. I was like, tell me what happened to Joe's knee.
That literally was me too. I was coming back, I had to do like a quick photo shoot, and I got y'all's text, and I was like, what happened? Like, I'm driving, like, what's going on? Like, what happened? And everyone's like, all the teams are coming to like, what? He's getting carted off. And I was like, no, Adam Schefter, like, stop tweeting. Anyways.
I'm not okay. But you know what? I haven't been okay since Dak. So like it stands to reason that nothing good would come of any quarterback situation that I care about this year.
Big 2020 energy. So what we're trying to say is LSU people, Dallas isn't that far.
What I'm saying is that the Dallas Cowboys are going to avenge the loss of Joey B by absolutely obliterating the Washington football team. It's going to be 60-5.
Million. that is our prediction. We hate Washington. We hate Washington things. They're a trash team, a trash organization. The only good thing about them is Ron Rivera. Everything else, and my friend Megan that works there, the other people and everyone else, we hate them. They're bad. They're bad people.
Hate them.
They smell like bad. They aren't good. Their stadium sucks. It's not even in Washington. It's lost. No. It's not even real. It's like the birds. It's not real.
It's not real.
That's our prediction, RJ.
Yeah. It's literally, what did I say, 60 to 5. They're going to get a safety.
Great. Someone write this down. Remind us of our score prediction, please.
I can't even be serious because I'm just so mad about it. Now that I'm like talking about them again, like now that my mind has gone from like, oh, we won a game to like, oh, we have to play those evil villains. Like,
yeah, it's the ghost of Marvel.
Give me the candlestick and meet me. Y'all meet me in the kitchen.
I actually like have one here. If I didn't want to get up and like just totally give an ass shot, then I would totally do that and go like full prop. But I'm not gonna do that right now. So, anyways,
maybe for the Friday episode.
Yeah, for sure. So our prediction is that Washington is garbage, big garbage can. We hate them. We hate their colors. We hate their team. We hate their football operations. And we just think
every person on that team is Dookie.
Minus Ron.
Well, he's not on the team. He just coaches it.
Right. And he was basically
on the team that wears a jersey, Dookie. All y'all.
Yeah. So that's our prediction. We want to hear what you guys have to say and what you have to think about this upcoming game. But we don't want you to move on from the victorious of Victory Mondays. It's Thanksgiving week. You should be thankful for this like we are. So enjoy it. Don't let RJ bully you into stepping out of your shine.
Enjoy your Victory Monday, then we'll think about the rest of it later. Like, I'm not ready yet.
It's fine. Like, pop some champagne. Have those mugs where it's like, this isn't coffee. That's the vibe we're going into this week with, because we are celebrating
Thanksgiving week energy.
Yes. No one's going to be at work anyways. No one will know. No one will care. You're fine. Just do it.
Not like I've been in the office for months anyways, so.
It's totally good. It's totally fine. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us and enjoying this. I got to stop touching my hair. I'm like, I need to go to bed. No, I don't. I need another one of these. This is empty.
I'm going to watch Real Housewives of Potomac. If you watch that too, just, slide in my DMs. We'll talk about it.
Or Southern Charm. Maybe we should have, we'll catch up on that. Anyway.
Well, you need to catch up on that first, and then we can talk about it.
Can't wait. All right, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. It was fun. We enjoyed it. Enjoy your Victory Monday. Enjoy your Thanksgiving week. We'll be back on Friday. Tweet us your game day predictions for Thursday. Tweet us just your Victory Mondays in general. Be safe. There's a lot of free COVID tests in the area if you live in Texas and in Dallas. Just an FYI, like it's something that I've done if I'm going to be hanging out with people. It might be something that you'd be interested in too. Total Men's Health is offering them. I think if you get insurance, but either way, it's pretty cool. There's like a lot of cool free resources in general. So be safe, socially distant, wear your mask, be thankful. This year is kind of sucky, but you know what? We're going to get through it together, and we love y'all the most. You can find me on Twitter at Kelsey_Charles, and Megan is
at Meg Murray with 4 R's.
Guys, make sure you're subscribed to all our podcasts, Blogging the Boys feed, wherever you get your podcasts, whether it's Spotify, Apple, iTunes, or Stitcher. Also on the U-Tizzle. Hope you enjoyed watching us. Megan, I feel like there's some really important words that you need to leave the good people with as we head into our Victory Monday week.
I do. And you know what those words are. They are Dallas forever, and it is Washington and Philadelphia for absolutely freaking never.
Washington is Big trash.
Big trash.
Big
Hate them.
trash.
I don't like them. No one likes them. Their mom doesn't like them. It's fine.
Goodbye.